for something completely different, as the saying goes. We are crossing over to the music world in this episode of Terrific Non-TV Toys for a collector car celebrating the band Queen, and it is coming out of the box for the very first time.
The out-of-the-box element of this one is significant because I bought this quite a few years ago and stuck it away without opening it. I just had to have it. And the time to open it is now, with the recent release of the movie about Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. This is a die-cast car for Queen. It is from Racing Champions. It is part of their Hot Rockin' Steel series, part of a set that also included The Doors, Kiss, the Beach Boys, Ozzy Osbourne, and a couple others. If you do an online search for these, the images of the others will come right up. This one is dated 1999, copyright Queen Productions Limited, and the verbiage on the back says that this Hot Rockin' Steel series followed on the heels of another series that Racing Champions did for country artists. So then they did a rock series after a country series. I purchased this evidently for $20, probably shortly after it came out. I would estimate between 1999 and maybe 2004 or 2005 or so. I don't remember specifically where I bought it, but I'm guessing it was a con or another show or maybe even a comic shop. I don't have it in my eBay records, so it was an in-person purchase. And you can still get this. I just did an online search where this Queen car comes up, and it's about this $20 still. So you can buy it right now. So we're going to take a close look at this beautiful thing. But first, I'm going to show you where the artwork comes from. If you don't know it already, take a good look at that artwork, and then take a good look at this beautiful thing. This is Queen's News of the World album. It's an original copy of, made back then, not a reissue, reprint of News of the World. It was released in 1977. It was the 6th album for the band, and it featured this kind of sci-fi robot art by an artist named Frank Kelly Freeze. And Roger Taylor from the band had seen his art and really liked it. He was a sci-fi fan too, and he wanted to feature that on an album. So they tracked down the artist, and they were able to have him draw up something. And you can see these are the band members that the robot is handling here. The image continues there. There's Roger. It's kind of fun. And then you open it up, and there's another image, a little hard to see with the camera angle here, but you can see there's the top half and the bottom half, the crowd running away. I love it. And this was my introduction to the band. My album I had as a kid, I absconded it from a member of my household, just to be honest. But the first Queen album I ever had, what introduced me to their music, I absolutely loved their music from thereafter, and purchased all the other albums over the years. So that is News of the World. And now we are going to actually take this and we are going to cut the tape for the very first time. I know it's scary. If I can cut it. A little tricky here. Let's see if I can get that. It's really on there. There we go. Okay. So we're going to pull that out. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Pull this car out from its plastic casing. If we can. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll set the box over there. We've got a background that is separate. Stage background. One thing it says on the back of the box that I found interesting is that each vehicle in the series begins with the rock and roll artists selecting their favorite car and truck models. Then designers develop original graphics utilizing artwork and photographs approved by each artist, specifically tailored to each rock and roll superstar. So that seems to indicate that the surviving members at that point, the 3 members, besides Freddie Mercury, were able to make the decision on how this car would look back then in the 1990s. Freddie, of course, dying in 1991. This is really nice, and it's heavy. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's got the logo for Hot Rock and Steel, the series. It's got that robot artwork and the same font for the band name that you just saw on that album. And then the News of the World album name. And then it's got the robot on the back, too. The exact same expression as the album. Love it. The turquoise blue is pretty close to the greenish color of the album. Again, on the other side, the logo for Hot Rock and Steel. And turn it over. Racing Champions logo imprinted there. And it says, oh boy, this is taxing my eyes, 38 Chevy. Is that what that looks like? I should have brought my friggin' loop. I think it's 38. Correct me if I'm wrong. This says number 23 down here. And that was on the box too. It said issue number 23, limited edition. So you can see the undercarriage of the vehicle. And this, oh yeah, okay. This pops up, the hood. So you can see the engine, just like you're going to a car show. All right. I really like it. Everything else is not removable, I think, not movable. Doors don't open or anything like that. Really nice. I think now that I've finally freed it, I need to display it. I love it. I love having a piece of Queen merchandise. It's so rare to see any Queen merchandise other than the albums and t-shirts and stuff like that, buttons maybe. I was more than overjoyed to find this. I do have one more Queen special item that I'll probably show in a future episode, and that is a collector's stamp that I did purchase on eBay. I did find records for that. So lovely. Another thing I will mention, there are various books done about the band over the years, quite a lot of them. I own 3, and I read these in the months leading up to the film's release when I knew that the film was coming out. I studied up. I had owned these books for a while and just, again, stuck them away. But I read them right before the film came out because I wanted to have a foundation of facts about the band's history before I saw what Hollywood would do with it in this movie. This one I highly recommend. This one actually had the band's involvement, including Freddie Mercury's, before he died. And he got to see the text of this. Jackie Gunn and Jim Jenkins, an introduction by Brian May, who's probably the second best-known band member of Queen, with their logo on the front, their crest, that which is designed by Freddie Mercury, who was an art student in his younger years. This one has got some really good facts in it, more of an official book, so I can highly recommend that one. And it's got some nice color photos in it. This one is pretty good too. These Are the Days of Our Lives, the Essential Queen Biography. Stephen Ryder has some stuff that you might not find in here. And again, a section of photos, color photos of the band. And then this one, Queen by Mick St. Michael, is more collection of quotes. And they're interesting too to read through. Lots of photos, black and white photos, lots of them. And then quotes by the band. And some of these quotes are, especially the ones by Freddie Mercury, are rather chilling. And I recommend it for a Queen fan too. So, I loved the movie. Tell me what you think. Comment below. They did change a few facts, didn't they? For instance, well, definitely dates. They changed around dates because of the decision to end the movie at Live Aid. I was bummed about that. I wanted to end the movie at Freddie Mercury's death. You know, why choose Live Aid? I wasn't sure about that decision. I know it was a defining moment. It was a huge moment in the history of the band. But because of that, then they had to change around some other dates, including the date that he was diagnosed. So, you know, that kind of changed history a little bit. But other than that, I thought it was a wonderful performance by the lead actor as Freddie Mercury. And altogether, I mean, the guy who played Brian May, oh my gosh, was just it looked exactly like him. That was crazy. But I enjoyed the movie. So thank you again for watching, and stay tuned to BRBTV for more terrific non-TV toys. Okay, a brief addendum. I got out my loop, and it is a 39 Chevy. And it just says apostrophe 39 Chevy. And there was a song on the Night at the Opera album written by Brian May called 39. So there you have it. And there you have my beloved Queen, Freddie Mercury, Brian May, John Deacon, Roger Taylor. Forever in my heart. All right. Until next time, take care.